What's up, PEV fam? It's yours truly, your boy John Q. I'm out here on this hot day, about to take a ride on the 80 Volt Onyx RCR. Got a new helmet, this Icon UltraFlite. I think that the name of it is the Rizz Rizz, and normally I like to try to walk around with the helmet on my head for a little while before I get on the road and ride with it, just to get a feel of its weight and and how well it moves on my head. But today I'm just going to get out and take a short ride because I just recently got my 80 Volt Onyx reassembled from where I had dropped it on its right side. And FYI, if you ever have to change the crank on your bike, go ahead and get you a crank tool for bikes, because I was unable to get that crank off of there. This was a tool that I had to go and get from that I ordered from off of Amazon, and basically it has a head. It screws into the pedal crank area right there, and then this head pushes out to pull the crank backwards. This morning I'm just looking forward to getting out and taking a little short ride and giving this new helmet a try. Your boy John Q about to take off and give the UltraFlite Rizz Rizz a test drive. And out the gate, I can say that the attaching the strap was fairly easy. I got it on the first try, surprisingly. Normally on a new helmet I have to spin it around and around before I get it. The helmet fits pretty good. It's pretty snug on my head. I have a big noggin, so this is a 2XL, and the helmet, it feels, I wouldn't say 100% lightweight, but compared to my Airflight helmet, let me see, yeah, compared to my Airflight, it is a little bit lighter. Let me see. I'm just getting familiar with the functionality of the drop shield, and I'll probably be starting out with the drop shield. And as I was saying earlier, I'm going to get these heavy-duty leather baseball gloves with some. They have some light mesh on the side of the fingers to let air come through, so it's not like I'm riding with a full leather glove on in a hot heat. And these are actually baseball gloves, so so this is me trying something different to accommodate my humongous sized hands, because most motorcycle gloves, they seem to want to cut off the circulation to my fingers, but having the mesh in between the finger area of these gloves, it seems to give me that perfect movement, so that I don't feel fatigue in my fingers while I'm holding on to the grips of my handlebar. But this represents the first time that I've been out since we've had some heavy rains here in North Carolina. I feel a little sweat beating up around my lip. I'm hoping that when I get going, the wind will give me some reprieve from all of this heat. Let's see what we got going on the road here. Everything looks clear right now, so I'm gonna just hit the road without too much fuss. Oh yes, that wind feels so good. Oh, that wind feels so good blowing in on my shoe. And the helmet, it does seem to have a whole lot of wind gushing in, and I'm not complaining about it at all because it's hot out here. And before you get started good, it's easy to get yourself in a pickle where your head is sweating like a pig. But I'm gonna drop my shield down a little bit here and then see what we're working with. All right, the shield is down. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I'm still in normal mode, cruising around about 37 miles per hour, but I see a few cars coming up behind me. So soon I'm gonna have to push it a little bit. Kind of hear a little echoing, so let me talk a little low so I can at least get some good audio from inside the helmet. I don't know. And I've been looking at some pretty good tips. on using my regen braking. Yeah, I was saying I've been looking at some pretty good tips on using my regen, on how to use my regen braking, and that's one of the reasons why, you know, I don't charge it all the way up to 100% sometimes, because I just make just a little bit of room so that I can feel that regen braking kick in, and I know the BMS system won't allow it to kick in. And you know, if you're over 100% on your battery, and so I've been loving that. I've been loving that feature, and occasionally I can see how beneficial it is whenever I'm on back road stretches like the one that I'm on. So far, so good with the gloves. Jesus, they feel good on my hand, much better than my regular riding motorcycle gloves. It seems like they cut circulation off of my hands. Wow, this shield, it covers a lot of area, but I know it's probably not doing any justice for my DJI mic on the inside of my helmet. But it feels absolutely marvelous. So far, I haven't had to cook it. Haven't had many cars behind me, and that's normally the only time that I go ahead on and I turn it up. You know, I meant to see if my light was on. Yeah, my halo was on. There's a lot of activity on the side up here. Hope everything's all right. And it looks like it is. Looks like some guys that are working up here. There's a whole lot of new work going on. Oh, I love it when I don't have to ride that fast. Because when I don't have to ride that fast, I can just take my time and enjoy the scenery, feel that nice, cool breeze, and not feel like I'm about to get blown off the road. So feel a few bugs splatting me. And that's another thing that I've kind of gotten used to doing as well. When I'm going into curves, I've kind of gotten a little bit comfortable with the leaning on my 80 Volt Onyx. Before I was like, man, I don't know, these tires look a little slick. I don't want to hit a rock and spin out while I'm trying to do a lean into a curve. But you know, this bike, man, it sits so solidly on the ground. I've ran over quite a few little rocks and pebbles in the road, and never really bothered me that much. And I'm putting it in sport now, so I'm probably going to cook it a little bit after I come out of this curve, because I see a car behind me that's probably trying to catch me to see what I'm riding. I knew you guys saw that truck. It was about to run out there on me. I had to have my head on a swivel and be watching what's going on. And I encourage you guys, when you're out here, man, always look at what's going on. Always look at what's going on. Always drive for the other people, because some people completely run over on my side of the road when they see what I'm riding, trying to figure out what it is I'm riding. I understand that, I appreciate that, I'm flattered by that, but at the same time, I don't want to get killed by that. So that's one of the things that I'm always keeping in mind when I'm riding. And I do my utmost to always ride, you know, according to the speed limit and not be speeding. And but unfortunately, everyone don't follow the same rules when it comes to riding the way they're supposed to ride. And that's one of the things that my wife is always concerned about, that, you know, someone is going to pull out in front of me or something like that. But I have to let her know that, you know, I do my best to ride safely, and I don't take chances when I'm out here. Like right now, I'm going back down to normal mode. Which keeps me in that area of about 35 miles per hour, so that I'm not riding too fast over the speed limit. Man, this bike is so daggone awesome. This is an awesome, awesome, awesome machine. And I haven't been stating it or saying it out loud, but man, I'm almost at that point of, you know, of giving my hyper scooters the back seat when it comes to the devices that I ride the most, because this bike, man, it's just like it gives me a level of comfort and safety that makes me feel confident that I can ride it anywhere and not, you know, not run into a situation where some kind of imperfection in the road or something like that is going to throw me off my game. Let me put her back in sport mode. And I don't know if you guys know it or not, but in some places the lights don't pick your body up whenever you're on a PEV, and because, you know, your footprint is so small, it's hard for the light to catch you.
Yeah, just another day, another dollar on the grind. City humming low, leaving all the stress behind. Got my headphones on, the world is in a frame. Watching people pass and playing out the urban game. No need to rush it, let the moment take its hold. A story in each face, a story to be told.
Just vibing to the rhythm of the city night, underneath the glow of the pale moonlight. Easy does it, everything be alright. Just coasting, yeah, just coasting.
And I'm just hitting some pretty nice bumps, and this baby is just like, it's just getting right on along. So far, so good. I don't feel any fatigue in my fingers. And if it was my motorcycle gloves that I had on, I'd probably be feeling it right now. This feels pretty good. I love the airflow in this UltraFlite Rizz Rizz. I mean, the airflow seems to be on point. I can feel it a little bit across the top of my head. It definitely feels like hot air is leaving back out of the helmet with the vents all open. I can definitely verify that, because I don't feel any heat on the inside of the helmet at all. And like I said, it's about 91, 92 degrees here today in North Carolina, and I don't really feel any heat coming out, any heat staying in the helmet.
just another day, another dollar on the grind. City humming low, leaving all the stress behind. Got my headphones on, the world is in a frame. Watching people pass and playing out the urban game. No need to rush it, let the moment take its hold. A story in each face, a story to be told.
Downtown area.
Just vibing to the rhythm of the city night, underneath the glow of the pale moonlight. Easy does it, everything be alright. Just coasting there, just coasting through the light.
Thinking about the future, making plans inside my head. All the words I should have written, all the things I could have said. But right now it's just the present in this quiet little space. Feeling gratitude for simple things, setting my own pace. A coffee getting cold right here beside my hand. King of my own moment in this concrete land.
Just vibing to the rhythm of the city night, underneath the glow of the pale moonlight. Easy does it, everything be alright. Just coasting there, just coasting through the light.
Got a lot of activity going on today downtown Rayford. Boy, this baby rides so good, 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 so good. Woo! Yeah, this helmet is pretty good when it comes to I know just then I struggled for probably about 3 minutes trying to get the shield up, and guess what? The shield was already up. I guess it was because I guess it's because that little lip there, it does a good job of attaching itself. But traffic seems to be getting a little bit heavy. It's 10:44, so gotta keep my head on a swivel and make sure I don't run into no heavy traffic. Oh, it feels wonderful down through here as well. Just cruising around my little downtown area here, not really going anywhere in particular. It looks like there's a lot of building going on here today. Woo, boy, this feels so good. This feels so good. Normally I'm talkative and going on and on and on about this and about that, but today this is one of those days where I just want to chill. I just want to ride, you know, and enjoy the moment. And so that's what I'm aiming for today. Not really doing a lot of talking, but I was thinking that I'll probably do some voiceover material. And the thing that I was saying about stoplights earlier, I have noticed that on some of my PEVs, when I'm at a stoplight, the stoplight doesn't pick me up that well. That was a nice bump. I was prepared for it. Boy, this feels so good. Boy, this feels so good. So therapeutic. It's still morning here in North Carolina, and I'm just cruising. Started my journey at 9 something. I think I've been riding for close to an hour, a little bit over an hour. I'm telling you, it don't get any better than this right here. My battery percentage is showing 59. But hey, my voltage is showing 82 volts, 83 volts. So a brother is still in good riding range. And shout out to all the guys on the Facebook group, especially Onyx AF, I think it's called. You guys be dropping some nice tips that keeps me aware of things to look out for to get the most out of my rides, and I definitely appreciate that. I'm not very knowledgeable about riding bikes like this, but I know one thing: it's been amazing to transform into riding bikes like this and have a large community of people that that's so knowledgeable about the bike and about the riding styles and the different things that that can get you the most out of your rides. So I definitely appreciate you guys and all that you continue to do when it comes to feedback. I'm just constantly in awe with everything that I'm learning about the 80 volt and its ability to navigate the road. And actually another area that I love about the 80 volt is how well it fits in with the rest of how well it fits in with the rest of traffic as well. See, I hate when cars have the right of way and then they tell me to go ahead. It makes me a little nervous, so whenever I see that, I just try to go ahead and get down on my bike and get out of the way, because I don't want to get in no situation where traffic is gonna I don't know what's going on up here, but I'm slowing down a little bit. Well, it's been a very, very, very nice ride out here today. So I'm at 81 volts. That represents basically almost 50%, even though my meter is saying I'm at 55%. So it's things like that that I try to keep in mind, that I try to be mindful of when it comes to reading the voltage versus looking at the percentage, so that I'll always know how much juice I got on tap in case I want to get down on the throttle just like that. Oh, that rhymed. Well, man, this bike is just like, whew. I know I keep saying that, but I'm just blown away. Not only by the 80 volt, but also the limited edition as well. I'm like thoroughly surprised at how the limited edition continues to never ever leave me in a situation where I feel concerned about battery fatigue, even though it has almost the same size battery as my Dualtron my Dualtron X scooter. I never worry about whether or not I'm going to be able to make it from point A to point B. And I've gotten used to that on again, off again use of my power, so that I don't max out all my power when I'm riding. And that's another one of the wonderful things about riding, that I'm learning of how to gauge how much distance I can ride based on how much pressure I apply to my throttle. So all of those factors, all of those things, they factor into an amazing ride, no matter how or where I'm at, and getting the most out of my ride. Like now, I could be pinning it all the way up to this stop sign, but hey, I'm just cruising, doing a little light tap on the regen. I know it's not putting a whole lot back in the battery, but I'm practicing good riding techniques for longer rides. And I've almost made a complete circle around my whole county. It feels like it anyway. boy, this thing just jumps up to 55, 60 so fast, so fast. Woo! What a beast. What a beast. Overall, I would say that today's ride was quite successful. And let me see. Let me get this off of here so I can close out and get in and finish the rest of my day inside of the house because it's kind of hot out here. But once again, shout out to everyone that assisted me with one of the things I also meant to mention is that I was trying to figure out a way lazily, because I am lazy sometimes, to get that chain off the crank before I removed it without having to loosen my back bolts, because I didn't want to throw off the adjustment of my back tire and not know how to realign it. And so I got mad with myself for being lazy, and I just loosened up both screws on both sides, the big nuts that is, and then I slowly loosened up the torque nuts on each side until it slid forward just a tad, and then I retightened these screws right here after it slid up enough for the chain to come off, so that I wouldn't make a mistake and get the tire going from, like this. And once I got the chain off, once I got the crank remover kit, it was easy peasy from there. I was able to get the crank right on off. Don't know how many miles. I think it was 28 miles. 28 miles that trip was, and I made it back home safely, so I'm grateful. And with that, guys, be easy.